Before we get started, head out into BTD6, click the settings button, go to creator support and type in lowercase letters SJB because everybody knows I'm your favorite YouTuber, right? Hello and welcome, my glow-in-the-dark candlesticks. It's SJB here today, and I got something somewhat fun, somewhat creative, somewhat interesting, all wrapped into one juicy, delicious bundle of joy. Today we're going to be talking about tack shooters and fun ways that we can use tack shooters to our advantage. So, that being said, obviously there's more than one strategy involving tack shooters, so we could go anywhere we want with this video. But I wanted to start you guys off with a Blade Maelstrom-esque ridiculousness. So we're going to be doing a Maelstrom spam. We're going to basically get as many Maelstroms as we can, and we're going to use them to see if we can play into the late game by spamming Maelstroms and combining them with a couple of other towers. We're not soloing with these guys. We're just seeing if this is going to be a viable strategy whatsoever, and whether or not it works, then we're going to hop into some other strategies and see if those are going to work with other varieties of tack shooters. So we're starting you guys off with a fairly viable early game start. We're going to use Pat as our combo tower, possibly for everything, because he's a very short-range tower. But he powers up towers around him, so we want to put towers around him if at all possible, and one of the best towers in the game that I can think of to put around him is a tack shooter. Delicious! Believe it or not, doing a Maelstrom start is not exactly ideal, because they do have that miniature cooldown, so you're probably better off just spamming some blade shooters first and working your way into blade Maelstroms. But to get myself started efficiently, there is a way that I can do something here. I can save some money with my monkey commerce. In addition, though, I'm going to have to get a second village. I know this seems a little funky, but he's going to be my primary mentoring village, which I'll also save money on by buying the monkey commerce in here and buying that upgrade later. So as you could probably tell, things are getting pretty interesting already. We've got only 2 blade shooters here with a Pat, basically doing most of my popping power. To get my cam detection going, though, I did decide to go for just a very quick shots crossbow. It's a cheap way to get all your cam detection without needing to invest too much money in him. And now we got to decide if we're going to go for our Maelstrom, which is exactly what I want to do. I want to pop the mub with the Maelstrom. Is it possible? Absolutely, bro. I mean, this guy's already going to do some damage. We're going to use Pat's ability. We're going to use a Maelstrom. We clean it all up. Holy crap, that was actually pretty easy for Chimps mode, bro. I love showing round 49 because round 49 is one of those rounds where it, like, does end up killing you a lot. And if you, for some reason, own round 49, it means you're doing very, very well. And guess what we just did, my friends? We owned round 49. Blade Shooter Party has been initiated. So we've got a lot of money here. What are we going to start doing with it all? Well, I think the best way to do it is just start spamming some Maelstroms here. So we're going to go for a little bit of a festival of Maelstroms, kind of all over the place. I think most of them need to be Maelstroms, but not necessarily all of them need to be Maelstroms. I think I'd rather spam more Blade Shooters than Maelstroms, but it's nice to have these guys as a safety net, just in case anything weird happens. So at this point in our game, we can basically spam non-stop Maelstroms without too many issues. You can see they come back about every 20 seconds. If you use one every 5 seconds, you're going to have a consistent Maelstrom. It's not always perfect because it's a little bit difficult to time with sped up everything and crap all over the place. But overall, I'd say it's going pretty well. So we had in a Ring of Fire for a little bit of extra lead popping power here. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up going for a Middle Path Village later on. DDTs could end up being a minor issue if I don't. But we'll come to that later on, because for now, I wanted to get something interesting. An Energizer. Now, believe it or not, I somewhat mispositioned Pat, and I probably should have put Pat, you know, in range of my Energizer here, but it's too late for that. So we're going to use our Energizer instead of a leveler-upperer. We're going to use him as a ability cooldown reducer. So all of that together should mean that we have a really powerful, decent balloon popper, which is kind of one of my weaknesses, I guess, in combination with a super ridiculously fast cooldown on our abilities, and we're only going to get more of them, obviously, because we've been saving up a lot of money to make this happen, and I still need to make it happen well. All right, Energizer is here. So what I want to do is I actually want to use up all of my abilities just kind of to see how fast they're going to come back, and you can see that is pretty ridiculous. I mean, we are sped up here, but we could basically just quadra spam, wait a few seconds, quadra spam, wait a few seconds. It's kind of ridiculous. And don't forget, like I said, the quadra spam has been making us survive this long, but they're not expensive at all. $29.15. We could easily start spamming these guys. But I'll be honest with you guys, I think we have a better play in mind. I think we can go for our primary expertise at this point and make all of our Maelstroms better and stronger and beefier. Well, I'm a little bit more excited for that, to be honest. I'll be honest, I have no idea how DDTs are going to happen, so I'm going to save up a little bit of money here just in case I need to leave and come back and figure out what I want to do, because I could go Mib. I'm kind of hoping that this guy can do some DDT damage. Pat can just sort of keep him on the screen. Maybe some other people will just do some magical damage in here. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like... Oh, wait, you know what? If we blow it, at least for round 90, we did it. So for round 90, we took him down with a super crazy amount of Stromage, but that's not going to last forever. I think I got to go for my Mib, sadly. I could alternatively go for some sort of... No, well, I could alchemize some of these guys, but that just doesn't seem like it's going to help out much. So let's go for my Mib. It's kind of a waste of money right now, especially with this guy. I should have went just straight Mib here. Regrets all over the place, but it's not over yet, my friends. We can still get through this together. All right, round 93. So now that I got my Mib up, let's see if this is going to be enough DDT popping power. I believe that it should be. I don't see why not. And we do... kind of. Take it. DDT. Ooh. Alright, for whatever reason, that was just way easier. I just used all my Stroms a little bit quicker, and things just went down. And that doesn't even include the fact we're about to get a Super Strom, which I think will change things a lot in our favor here for round 95. It doesn't seem like much, but that Super Strom is like, really is like at least 5 Maelstroms on top of each other here. So it should be just straight up clutch. On top of that, do not forget that one of the best things we can use here is actually Pat's ability in combination with our Maelstroms. It ends up being redonkulously powerful. So definitely keep that in mind. Here we go. We're going to go for our Super Strom here. We're going to hope that we get it back for round 95. Looks like it lasts for like ever, clearly, and... it's a lot of micro, but it's really not hard micro necessarily. Just press a button here and there. But this is the real test. I guess we're going to spam some more Stroms. Well, we got them. And we're going to start off with our Super Strom and then get it back. So here we go. Super Strom first. Let's use Pat's ability here for the other 6 Stroms. Oh my god. When you use Pat's ability, it just absolutely slobber knocks these mofos. And we got the Super Strom back again. Let's use it. Woo! And when you use the Super Strom, you do not have to use anything else. At least not against DDTs and Bubs. Maybe against bigger, beefier, reinforced my gods and or bad balloons. And that is where I think this strategy may end up failing us. So I've just been willy-nilly playing around with these, and I've done this strategy before, and it works really, really well. But it does have one weakness. The beefier the balloon, the harder it is to take down. So is it worth it to do this strategy only to lose against the bad balloon on round 100? I can't answer that for you guys. But what I can say is you do have a good amount of money here, and we're going to continue on with the same strategy here, guys. We're going to go Stromage all over the place. I love it. I love it. I might get some more blade shooters in here, but just watch this. Ready? Everything together. Woo! All of them together. Can we take them down? And even against reinforced oh my gods, we do. So that means if we could do that twice against the bad, we'll probably be fine. I would assume. Or we could just pop down a couple quick assassins, which would be the smart way to play this game, admittedly. Alright, Super Strom to start. Ooh, Super Strom's not really keeping up that well here. Let's go a couple Stroms, but we're going to wait for our Pat ability before we go everything deep. Pat ability with all the combos equals destruction. It's just as easy as that, my friends. It's just as easy as that. And round 98 is defeated. Oh, let's use one more Strom, I guess. Round 98 is defeated. We do have to deal with DDTs, though. Okay. Reinforced DDTs this time. We got a lot of money here, so if we really needed to make some plays, we could blow up some assassins or whatnot. But without Pat's ability here, this was a little bit tricky. Yeah. Oh, wait. We sniped it. We sniped it. Ooh. Okay, I think this one tower is going to change everything. I just went with an overdrive with even faster shooting. He's next to my Mib. I guess I'm just going to buy jungle drums because some of these guys might not be getting jungle drums. And that should change everything. We still have enough money for an assassin or two if we want it. But I do not have the ability to do anything special here. But we're going to blow our load all together. Just get everything all together again. Hope that these DDTs get taken down. These random balloons look like they will get taken down this time. It's coming a little bit down to my monkey village here, though. And again, one random DDT sneaks through. So I'll share with you guys. My positioning here has been awful. Everything has been awful. Just having Pat up to the next 2 levels would probably change this game in our favor, or having this ability back would change everything in our favor. But I didn't have Pat in range of this guy. I have 3 villages on the screen being kind of useless. And I don't know. I've just been a little bit weird about all of this. So we need to figure out what's going to pop TDTs, and I think I know the answer. We're going to go with a not texture-related thing. We're just going to go for a quick Spike Storm with white hot spikes. As long as we get this ability back in time, we should be good. Question is, will we get that ability back in time? I believe we will. It's not ridiculously long, so let's make it happen. We're going to go Super Strom, and then slowly lead these guys out with the Spike Storm, and that is going to change the game in our favor there. Also, the Spike Storm will help against the Bat as well, which I hope will be good enough this time with a combination of Pat abilities here. Let's go Pat ability, boom, 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 boom. Everybody all together. I don't know how much damage it's doing, but we should get them all back in time for a second run around here as well, and this time with a Spike Storm. Yeah, let's wait for him to get right next to the Super Strom. Spike Storm. And then 10 Maelstroms here. All right, with the Pat ability on top of our Stromage, we do take them down again. But it's getting a little weird here. I guess we have to try to snipe it from a distance, which is kind of goofy. That's not normally the way I want to play this. Oh, I keep forgetting that I've got this primary expertise. He's doing a crap ton of damage, man. All right, let's do a Super Storm and just do everything again. And I think that'll take everything down. Pat's ability plus these Maelstroms, the Stromage just get so much damage, it's kind of ridiculous. And that should be everything! Woo! So a ridiculous, ridiculous Blade Maelstrom strategy was successful. Not necessarily the most successful, but definitely interesting. So we're trying to pull off another Chimps run with Tack shooters here. It's going to be a similar-esque type strategy using mostly Tack shooters. Hopefully it'll work out in our favor this time because I'm going to do something weird with the hot shots, which I don't normally do. I want to alchemize some hot shots, but it's going to be weird because I'm not going to be using normal hot shots with long-range tacks. I'm going to be using the more tacks upgrade. It's kind of weird, but don't forget this guy does double damage. He's automatically going to do 2 damage per shot, and when we get even more tacks, it's a double damaging thing that's very hard to escape from. Like, all the Bloons should get double damaged here and popped easily. But on top of that, I want to go for an Alchemist combo. This is weird because not everybody is used to this kind of stuff. Alchemists are reasonably expensive, but they can pay for themselves very, very, very easily if you use them on the right towers. But even in the early game here, which is kind of funky, all I'm going to go for is right now a Berserker Brew. You can see it so far. Hot Shots is doing a delicious, delicious job, but I don't have any camp protection. So let's do what we did last time. Get a quick Dart Monkey to start off here, and we'll do a Crossbow for round 33 if we don't have any cam detection by that point. All right, so we got our Alked Hot Shots now. Dude, he's freaking good, man. I don't know how else to put it. He's just really, really good. But he is not unstoppable. He still has one weakness, which is the fact that he does not shoot ridiculously fast like some other people. So we're going to make that happen. We're going to go for our Attack Sprayer Overdrive with even fast shooting. And that should be kind of like my cleanup guy, which is kind of weird because my cleanup guy is my tower like 2 inches from the entrance here. Which means that we really have to rely on just all of our popping power in like a single location. Kind of goofy, but it makes sense. We're also going to do clean up a Crossbow Monkey here, and we're eventually going to go for that village like we did in the last game, but I'm not going to go as fancy as I did with the villages. I think we can get by with just 2 or 1 village standard. All right, so we got enough money for Overdrive on round 37 here. That's pretty beautiful, not gonna lie, loving it. All right, round 40 is coming up in here. We're gonna use our primary training village here, and we're gonna use Pat's ability, and I think that should be more than enough for the Moab. Seems like it's not enough, but it definitely will be. Check this out. Boop. Delicious. We've got a lot of power-ups still to go, but we definitely need cam detection, because this Crossbow Dart Monkey cannot keep up forever. So let's get that going, and we've basically got mostly everything we need until, like, round 90. We're just going to eventually get a 4th-tier Alchemist, and then get an attack zone, and then boom, you win. You just freaking win. It's that easy. So in case you're curious how well my Tack Shooter was doing, and whether or not he's just an idiot and sucks, and this guy was actually doing all the work, let's check out the pop counts real quick. Pathbuster's got 6k, which means he's doing a reasonable job here. This guy's got 4,600, which he is a little bit lower than my other towers, so we might not be able to reach as effectively, but still, it's respectable. And then, believe it or not, my Hot Shots Tack Shooter, which was a not that expensive tower. I mean, this was $650 plus like a couple $100 here compared to my $6,000 or whatnot, is still at over 7,000. And I think that'll probably go for a pretty long time like that. But I will eventually get a Ring of Fire and sort of adapt him here, so that should be noted. So the Overdrive is starting to overtake our Hot Shots, even more tax. I mean, obviously that makes a lot of sense. It's a very expensive tower compared to it. But we are able to save up over $21,000 with just this miniature little group of towers. And that is going to get us to the Tack zone. The question is, do we want to put him here? Or do we want him a little bit closer down to the bottom here or whatnot? I believe that once we get to a primary expertise and everything, this guy will be more than strong enough. Plus, I like the positioning right here because every single tack will get hit for sure. So now we really just get to save up our money and decide what we want to do with our big chunk of money. We really haven't had to do much recently. We've got Pat here doing a lot of work. Tack zone cleaning up the rest of the stuff. That's just kind of how the world has worked so far. We've got almost 50 grand saved up, which is a pretty beautiful amount of money. But it's all about to go bye-bye because we're going for the Inferno ring. Now, this is an interesting tower, and I don't know if this is actually going to make me lose on round 100 here, because this is usually a better tower to put a little bit further behind something like a tack zone, because this guy melts the mob layer, this guy melts all the balloons inside. That being said, we are at a pretty good position here where we're just close by and everything kind of just get popped. But these meteors, the meteors are really good against the bad balloon, but they need time to do the damage, right? So not having these guys near the back of the map instead of putting them in the front of the map was better for my well-being, but also worse for my total run here. So we'll see how it plays out in the long term, but I honestly believe that this will either get us through round 100, or I'll have to buy an MIB to make sure that I can pop DDTs with this guy. Alternatively, if I want to, another tower that I really could use to my advantage here is Shattering Shells, or even Bloon Incineration. I'm going to have the money for it, and I can strip DDT off of camo and have a lot of extra popping power here as well. But he is also somewhat bad against the bad balloon, which means that I could be running into some issues right there. In an interesting turn of events, I didn't even get to show you guys round 90. I actually missed it because I was talking to somebody and we demolished it. So we'll check out round 93 and see if this Inferno ring is going to be able to keep up against those DDTs as well. Obviously, a lot of money saved up at this point, but this is a great combo, man. I mean, another thing we could go for is a Permabrew, but not really sold on that guy, you know? I guess the Alchemist, so here we go. This is where it's interesting. And you can tell with the meteor, will we snipe it? We do not. Oh, we did! Where did it come from? Woo! Where did it go? It's Cotton Eye Joe. There we go. All right. Well, around 95, clearly we will not be able to handle here by ourselves. But I don't think I could afford a Bloon Incineration either. So I'm not sure if it's even worth it to get that fourth tier over here instead. I think I'm best off with an MIB, to be completely honest with you guys, just to kind of get that extra lead popping power, because I believe this will be more than enough to get it, and I clearly have enough money to make it happen, so let's do it. I did buy it on round 9. Oh, I almost bought drums again. I did buy it on round 95 just to confirm that if I do lose, I could just replay it in some other way, but, you know, see what happens here. I think this is going to be more than enough. And clearly I am definitely right here. Whoa, we didn't even have to use Pat's ability, but I did anyways. Because I just felt like I had to, bro. All right, what are we going to use our money on? I think we're going to pop something down that's just going to pop all of the bad layer, and I think the best thing for me is going to be a... Didn't even mean to buy that. Whoops. Didn't even mean to buy that. I meant to buy one of these puppies. Hopefully that means I'm going to have enough money here now. Don't waste the money, Chris. Don't waste the money. Well, at least we have a Spike Storm at the very least, but I'm really hoping for that Carpet of Spikes. Just got to be honest with you guys. Really hoping for that Carpet of Spikes. Round 98, the biggest, beefiest balloon level in the game with Pat's ability here. We're struggling. We're struggling. And we got to call it. One other thing to note is that early on in the game, I did get the even more tax upgrade, not the range upgrade. So I do have the more powerful Inferno ring, I believe. I do have $35,000 built up over here, so if I want to do something weird, I probably could. Whether it's a call to arms or whatever, but we're going to start off with just a quick pad ability to start off. Maybe that'll change the game in our favor here. It does not seem to be changing the game in our favor, and I'm actually really upset. Okay, in an extreme turn of events, I've decided to go for a Super Strom. I believe that will be the clear-cut winner in stopping all of the balloons, ideally. Ideally. Randomly, my stupid taxers actually saved the day this time around. And then for round 99, hopefully we're good. I probably should have saved that for round 100. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Hopefully I don't regret everything about my life here. The Meteor. He's got to come into play. Go, Meteor, go! Kill them all! And surprisingly, yeah, it actually was not bad at all. Oh, wait. I screwed it up. I screwed it up! Nope, I didn't. Yes, I didn't screw it up. Oh, that scared me, though. Big, beefy ceramics like that, you don't know if they're going to get popped by stupid things like this, and it looks like we did. And our Inferno ring was the key to our victory here. 1.4 million pops. And it all comes down to this. Believe it or not, I've actually not beaten Cornfield on Chimps yet. So I felt like this was the perfect time to test out Cornfield on Chimps. I would love a black medal, but I would not be upset with a red medal, just because it is my first try ever trying Chimps on this map. I played it a pretty significant amount here, and I will not be doing as many tack shooters as I was before, but I still think I can focus on the tack shooters as my main towers. Oh, there goes the black Chimps medal, bro. There it goes. Gone. All right, I'd say things are going pretty good. I think the main change that I did here was I definitely got a Juggernaut. This is probably the best map in the entire game for a Juggernaut, so why wouldn't we use him? I definitely need to make sure I get my money for an overdrive here on round 39, or else round 40 will be a, I don't want to call it a major issue, but I don't know if I would pop it with just these two tack shooters here in Pat. Pat would have to get a little lucky with his smack attacks, but it looks like, you know what, since I already have a black Chimps, or a not black Chimps, I'm curious if we would be able to pop it or not. It's close. I think if we got lucky and used our ability at the right time, we definitely could, but it's not worth actually messing around with. So we'll buy the overdrive. Live with our beautiful, beautiful poppages. So we have some options at this point. We could go pretty much anywhere we feel like, but I believe the best option for us is to go for that tack zone. He worked really, really well in the last game, and he can get you started in here so you can get as much money as you want, and buy whatever you want. Even $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 towers if you're really up for it. So we're going to go for a tack zone for sure. That's going to keep us in the game here. I think I want to go at least primary mentoring, but I might not get primary expertise this time. Even though it does give you extra pop and power and stuff, that ridiculous $27,000 price tag is a little high for me, so I'm not entirely sure that I'm sold on it. I think for sure I want to go for an Ultra Jug on this map because, as we talked about earlier, Juggernaut is like the best ever on this map in particular. So not getting an Ultra Jug feels like a slap in the face to Ninja Kiwi. And I don't want to slap him in the face. At least not today. Maybe another day, though. I don't know what the chances of this are, but one red balloon snuck through on round 63. Next big play we've got is the Ultra Jug. I could save up a bunch of money at this point and see if I can save up for like a Ring of Fire or an Inferno Ring or whatnot, but I think Ultra Jug's just more fun and cool, so I'm definitely going to get him. Hopefully that's not a mistake, though. I think this guy will carry us reasonably far here, because he does do some popping power in addition to his redonkulous amount of balloon popping power. I might have to switch him off last, though, and back into first eventually, if things go, for whatever reason, not smoothly. Before we get too deep here, it should be noted that one of the most important changes from beginning to expert, and whether or not you're going to succeed, is the level of your hero. Luckily for us, even though this is Chimps mode, Pat is already level 12, and that is higher than what would normally happen in other maps. Because this is an expert map, we get more experience, and I don't know if that means he's going to reach level 20 by the time we get to round 100, but I think he will, because he's one of the faster leveling up heroes, but definitely, well, he's not the slowest. He's not the slowest. That means we could reach level 20. I'm honestly not 100% sure, though. We'll kind of have to gauge that and see if it's going to be helpful enough for us. But a lot of money does need to be saved up here. I've only got 15,000, and once you hit 81, you do start making a lot more money. But at this point, 35 grand, bro. I mean, that's a pricey penny right there. Ultra Jug has for sure been keeping us in the game here. I actually switched him to first for a little while, but I realized that last I think is just better. He just keeps throwing them down here. That explodes a bunch of BFBs and bubs all over the place. And yeah, I mean, things are getting popped, bro. Look at this. He's got like almost 400,000 pops. And you might think that that's not that many. But dang. I mean, this guy's got 82,000, 23,000. My Ring of Fire's got... Oh, he's actually pretty good. I just got the Ring of Fire a little while ago. It's at 30K. And this Dart Monkey, 9,000. All right, so definitely big number here, though. 380K. Question is, will he be strong enough against big beefy balloons like Zermagurts? Well, let's wait and see, man. I'm actually not... Oh, wait. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it in the bag now. I didn't realize we're at Inferno Ring territory here already. Now, things are going to get interesting because I still need to make sure that I can pop DDTs. I believe I could pop DDTs with this strategy, specifically the Inferno Ring being a lot of my DDT popping power, but I don't know for sure. Also, this guy probably will be okay against the DDTs, but not great. All right, so 90 went pretty smooth. Let's check out round 93 here, guys. Don't forget, you don't have any targeting on this guy at all, so you can't, like, change what he's doing. Kind of just have to go with the flow and the hope that he's doing the right thing. And he's doing the right thing, for sure. Round 93 gets taken down. We got 20 grand saved up, and I'm deciding what I want to do with my last bit of money. My first thought was Crossbow Master, but I realized that I actually have a couple spots that I could put things. I could put something here, and I could put something here. It could be a glue gunner, it could be a dart monkey, it could be probably a tack shooter. Yeah, it could be a tack shooter. And I'm not sure what I want to buy just yet. I could also even go crazy and get like an icicle impale or something like that. Oh wait, no, ice towers don't fit. Oh wait, he does. Kind of. Even just an icicles might be enough to stop the balloons. Interesting. Let's see how round 95 goes before I make any decisions. Honestly, I think round 95 is gonna go. I think at least. Pat's using his ability right now. Ability will wear off eventually. Juggernaut's still doing a great job here in popping both DDTs and Moab class Bloons. At round 95, one of the toughest rounds in the game, does get defeated. And we have $32,000 saved up and still ready to use here. I'm not going to spend it until I'm going to lose, and then I'm going to decide what is going to kill me and how I can prepare myself. The 97 was a pretty big breeze. 98 is going decent so far. I don't see why 98 would be a big issue for us. Surprisingly. I mean, normally it's always an issue, but I don't see why this would be a big issue, but I don't want to use Pat's ability here on round 98 because I saw what happened to me last time I used it on round 98. It left me wide open for round 99 here. So unless I use it at the very beginning of the round, which probably wouldn't make much sense, I'm going to try to beat it without and see where we land. It looks like it will go pretty smooth here, and round 98 will also get taken down. Holy crap. Wow. All right, round 99, though. Definitely going to use Pat's ability fairly early here. Let's see if this is enough. His ability wore off pretty quick. We got some good slowdown, though. And round 99 gets taken down. We got $56,000 saved up. Can we solo the bad with $56K saved up in the bank? Tack shooters, you dead OP? All right, so yeah, he did not get to level 20, but we could, if we wanted to, get him to level 20. Just make sure these DDTs don't sneak through, because that could easily happen, as stupid as that is. Machine just got a first now for the first time in a long time. Pat's ability in 3, 2, 1, go. And we take on the DDTs. Oh, yeah! There he is. And we do it with $58,000 left over, guys. Holy crap. And again, our Inferno Ring is the Monkey Star with over 1 million pops out of everything. And he came back from the Ultra Jug, which is kind of crazy, dude. And we get our $900. Woo! I needed some monkey money, man. I've been wasting it all over the place, so I'm glad that that happened. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this weird tack shooter fiasco nonsense going on, press that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe. And, of course, have a super duper delicious day.